Braelon Allen is a Cowboys 30 visit, but he's done nothing throughout the draft process. So what do we make of this? Let's talk about the curious case of Braelon Allen because I like the player, but there's a few things that we need to talk about. Let's go. The biggest question for Braelon Allen is why did his production drop in 2023? Now, this is one of the youngest prospects to ever play a college football game. He played a college football game at 17. He actually transferred up and out of high school, was ready to go play football. His body, like most kids' bodies, there's no way that they could play a college football game in the Big Ten at 17, 18 years old. There's no way. Braelon Allen was able to do that and do it well. He just had a mature body. His build was just one of a running back. He played linebacker in high school, linebacker and running back in high school, and he just took to the weight room and was just ready to go his freshman year and played really well his freshman year. That's kind of why Isaac Garendo was never get on the field because able to get on the field because and Wisconsin has a long lineage of good running back play. And so that actually goes into my evaluation of why I think you can make this work in the right situation, and we'll talk about it. But Braylon Allen to me is a direct comp to DeMarco Murray. He really, really is. And when you talk about 2021 and 2022, back-to-back 1,200-yard rushing seasons. One of the stats that stuck out to me, 165 yards versus an Ohio State defense. Now, they lost the game, but to rush for that many yards against Ohio State, it was incredible. And when we talk through the film in a second, we'll see why versus the success he did not have in 2023. I think there's one simple reason, but everybody's kind of looking at, well, he didn't test. And no, Brandon Allen didn't test. And I think that the injury, he doesn't want to put anything bad out there, especially after the season that he had. So maybe the short shuttle testing and all the short burst exercises and all those things you do. Some guys aren't going to shine in that. But I think that what Brandon Allen does do is he's a downhill runner, one cut and go. That's who he is. That's why I have the direct comp to DeMarco Murray. He's not a creator. He's not going to create. That's just not what he does. And so that's why I said the biggest reason for his fall off in 2023 was Phil Longo. Phil Longo had him in shotgun. Shotgun runs, when you're running GT, when you're running inside zone, all of these runs, it's a different path that you have to take to the line of scrimmage. And it's a different path, honestly, to get to the next level versus when they were under center in 2022 when he's hitting it downhill, those weak side gap schemes, those play side gap schemes, and then marrying that with play action, back to the basket, back to the defense, play action. That's where Braylon Allen succeeds. And so when you look at some of these runs versus Purdue, and then if you guys can go watch the Ohio State game, I won't put it up because obviously copyright. Ohio State don't play, so I can't put that film up. But when you watch some of these runs, you'll see what I mean when he can get downhill, make one cut, and like listen, he doesn't finish in the same. He's not as gritty as Trey Benson. He's just not. He doesn't run that way. He doesn't lower his shoulder every run. He's not Ron Dane. He's not, Brandon Jacobs. But what he does do is he's naturally 245. So by the fourth quarter, safeties, I saw a lot of linebackers making business decisions when it came to Braylon Allen, and he was still running hard. You guys let me know what round would you guys draft Braylon Allen. Let's talk about some film, and then I'll come back with where I see him and what round grade I give him. All right, Braylon Allen. You see him here, single back. Looks like 13 personnel. It's just going to be power, just old school power. Boom, skip, pull, kick the end. But you see, all right, look at that safety. He had a chance to, dead to rights. Could have cut Braylon Allen, but, that's kind of like a business decision. That's what I mean. He's not like the super physical finisher of some of the other backs in his class, but like one thing for sure, two things for certain, that's still 245 coming at you full speed. So you got to buckle up and make that tackle every time. And here he is in pistol. Again, this is a shotgun run that I'm okay with. Why? Because it's a downhill run. It's designed to hit downhill. Pistol is designed to get downhill right now. And so those are the type of runs that he needs to be successful. You're not going to be able to just put him in gun and just run inside zone and say find the cutback lane because he's not that type of creator. You see the two pullers get out in front of him right here, and that's what he does well. His path, his vision, that run is his vision has changed and his path has changed because the angles of the runner changed. It's still downhill. Look at it. It's downhill. Let that puller get around, and oh, by the way, you still have to tackle 245. So that's the difference. Okay, put a fullback in front of him. Boom. I love this double team block right here. Still downhill. Boom. Even is able to fall forward. He's not going to lower his shoulder. He's 6'2". So that's kind of tough on him. But he can still get downhill physical right now and make guys miss. I love Braelon Allen. I think that, him not testing wasn't the smartest idea. But I mean, if he's dealing with something, I get it. But I think there is still a role for a player like this in the NFL. So, like I said, with Braelon Allen being that young, and you guys just saw the film, there's still a lot left to be desired. I still think that he's a really good player. I still think that he can help this team. And guess what? You have to coach. You have to come in with a plan for all your draft picks. I don't care. This draft is that important. So, Braelon Allen, you need to have a plan for Braelon Allen. If you want to go with a two-back scheme, what type of runs fit this guy? If you're bringing him into the 30 visit, there's a chance that you want to draft him. I'll be honest with you. Because he's not for everybody's scheme, you could look up in the 5th round and Braelon Allen could be there. I, People will laugh at me. We'll revisit this video. I would draft him possibly in the 3rd. Let's say you get that 4th round pick or you get 2 threes. That's where I would target him. But you could look up in the 5th round, and because, there's other backs that people like. There's backs that have, I was just texting with a buddy of mine about Blake Watson. There's going to be other backs, Rasheen Ali. There's going to be other backs who jump him because of they can just do more, especially like in the pass catching game. But I think there is still a lane, and there is still a way to imagine Braelon Allen being a successful running back in a Cowboys uniform. What do you guys think? I got a 5th round grade on him. I think he could be there in the 5th round. I got a 3-5, 3 to 5 round grade on him. What grade do you guys have on Braelon Allen? We're getting closer to the draft. I'm going to keep pushing out content. I love you guys. Peace.